Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am stoked you're here. Today we're going to hopefully not have a struggle bus video. What we're going to do is we're going to take our brand new Growler V2 that we ordered, and we ordered the hardware kit that replaces the backspace or the pivots. I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to swap out the purple hardware. And then if we've got them in, this shipped with extra hardware. So if you guys got a Growler V2, you know that it came with all the internal hardware. It came with, this is my hardware kit, and it came with all the internal hardware, clip, and it came with extra bearings. So I'm not wanting the bearings. I'm going to put in some Skiff. So they're 1/16. All right, they're 1/16 5 millimeter. I think I've got some of those in stock. I think those are the ones I was going to put into my F5.5, but my F5.5 already has skiffs. All right, I took it apart during the live the other night when I was on there with Lefty. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're just going to get into this because we're going to have to take the knife all the way apart to get the hardware swapped out. Everything's a T8, which is kind of nice, and I'm hoping I don't run into, like I said, a la struggle bus. Let's see, put it over here in my little magnetic catches. You know, it's titanium. I don't think that's catching at all. I'm going to drop it down in here. All right, that's my clip and my clip screw. We're going to switch that out with a purple one. Let's do our body screws first. We'll go up towards the blade, which I will call that front. Guys, one thing I'm noticing is this is very deep, well done hardware. When I say well done, it's tall pan head. You know, it's got a really deep channel for your T8 to go into. Tight threads, impressive. Now, I probably just jinxed myself. That was probably the kiss of death. Now, this is a double pivot. No, it's not. False alarm. It's captive. All right. Pivot. Again, I don't know why I'm worried about that hardware because we're going to bag it up. Like I said, I might go back. This is kind of for science. That is such nice carbon fiber, guys. Take that blue color off because I'm going to swap it out with that right there when we get to that point. All right. So let's continue on down the yellow brick road. Now I'm going to take the blue backspacer, just real easily, try not to pull out those pins. They've still got screws in them on one side. So maybe I'm going about this wrong, but I'm thinking if I can get one side done and then the other side done, I'll probably run into a reason why I can't do that. But that's what I'm thinking as of right now. Very dry. Surprisingly, we'll clean it up. It's got a little oil on it, but they're the bearings, just like the replacement. Absolutely nothing wrong with the stock bearings, guys. That is not why I use Skiffs. I use Skiffs because, like I said, they're solid bearings. Um, I think they're just very well done. I don't know where this came from. Lefty, where'd this motherfucker fall out of? All right, we're going to assume right there. Very clean inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the perfectly good Divo Growler bearings and I'm going to match them up to what I think are the matching skiffs. And then we'll again Yes. All right. So these match up. The template told me, but they match up perfectly. So what I like people to see is Lefty did ceramic bearings. My Hinder, when I showed y'all the last bearing swap, they were steel bearings. Nothing wrong with that. Just a little bit different, right? But when you flip these over, they still got that crimped racetrack, where the Skiffs are a solid piece of bronze washer with the ceramic bearings embedded into them. And if you'll notice, I can't count those because I'm too far away, but it looks like I've got a larger bearing surface than I do here, which is, in my simple mind, it makes me think I'm going to get less blade play, less side to side, because I've just got a larger surface area. But I will put these in here because I'll know the size, and they're perfect bearings. You never know when you'll need them. I can already tell I'm not going to love the purple, but I'm going to try to get used to it. All right, so what we're going to do now is I am going to clean real quickly. I'm hoping this won't be a long video, guys. I'm really hoping it won't. I'm hoping there won't be any struggle busting going on. But if I'm going to be inside it, I might as well clean it up. I might as well check it out. And start it fresh. Now, that makes me think I do need to go ahead and take this pivot out. I wonder how I'm going to do this. I know how I'm going to do this. It's a job for Knipex, but I think I'm going to leave the stainless hardware in because I don't know how to get that out right now. And I really don't want to break out my Knipex and get into struggle bus mode. So what we're going to do for the temporary is we're going to keep our pivot screw. Everything else will change, of course. Alrighty then. So let's do this. Let's do this. Freaking cat hair. Little nano oil. Still probably my favorite. They're all work just about the same, guys. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Fuck. You know what I could do? Hold on, guys. I'm going to try something tiny bit different. I think I've actually got a pivot in here. I should Loctite it. I think that's what this is. Yes. Okay. 2 seconds. Lefty, correct me if I'm wrong at how I'm going about this, but I am going to take my purple Divo side and I'm just going to hand thread it into this extra pivot all the way and hand tighten it as tightly as I can, if I can get it started. If I can't, we'll go back to what we were originally thinking. Here we go. So I want that all the way in there, just like that one is. So now let's see what we can do. All right, I've got my wet. Ah, shit. I'm throwing stop pins. But you know what would have happened if I'd have lost those stop pins? They're extra ones in my hardware kit. So, I mean, again, hats off to Colin and Lefty for thinking about that stuff. Let's see, which way does this captive go in? All right. I'm doing my best to keep this under camera, guys, because I'm real bad about filming a bunch of shit and it be off camera. All right, let's move this little guy up. Drop him on there. Get some heavy. Let me grab some heavy real quick. I was about to say, I think it'll be the last one I grab, but it wasn't. All right. Leave up our track just a little. Losing my mind, guys. Losing my mind. But notice how the new John was able to course correct before he did something really freaking stupid, which this would be, because I don't think this is going to fit in there right. Let's see. I forgot which side. Hmm. Let the struggle bus begin. I think that's supposed to go on the captive side. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see if it makes a difference. Hmm. I'm not going to let me slow that down. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to talk to Senior Lefty to see if I've done it the wrong way, and I can always change it out. Or I'll know when I try to put it back together. God knows I've goober screwed it twice. Let's see. So, take that from there. A little squishy there. Back on camera. All right, now we already got our lube in that channel. I'm gonna drop a bearing in there, a skiff, rocket glide ring at 5mm 1/16, and see how it fits perfectly down in there. Boom. And there were easier ways to do this, but this is just the way we're doing it. It's not always optimal, but sometimes you just get in there and it is what it is. And I apologize for that, guys, but I ain't no knife builder. But by God, I snapped that bitch back together. All right, let me make sure put in the right pivot. I can come back and do all the fancy smancy Loctiting. All right. So what I want to do is take my replacement body screws. These will be Loctited later if I decide I want to keep this look. After I take some pictures and do my full review, I'm sure I'll keep it like this for a while. Might as well. All right, this is always one of those things. I forget that I need to put this in barely. Barely would mean that it was somehow starting to anchor. There we go. Maybe not. Maybe we just need to come up, suck it up. I'm spreading my clip apart. Want my clip together. Want it holding it down like just like so. All right. One side down, a few screws to go, guys. Let's just do this. One in, one out. What she said. Bravo, Lefty, on y'all using good hardware. Good T8 fasteners. Very nice, very nice. So guys, I wonder if this will be the first purple G10 Growler V2 to hit the gram. What do y'all think? I don't know how many of these kits were sold and what they went on. But I was kind of slow to the party because I wanted to film it, even though this video won't go up for a few days. Perfectly centered. Perfectly purpled out. The step will spin it. Use my little finger bit. Lock it in. Get away from the blade. Tight. Perfect. So guys, what do y'all think about the growler with purple anode hardware? What we got here? All right, that's dead nuts. Let's see if we got blade play. A little blade play. Again, I'm not one of those guys that it has to be exactly barely show side. Absolutely no play. Solid as a rock. Well within my tolerance, and my mind doesn't even see it. Looks perfectly centered. If I wanted to back it off after I Loctite it, I can, but I'm not. Guys, that was what I would consider a successful mod. Now, will we keep this colorway? Notice I'm putting everything back in the bag because there's a good chance. I love the blue and the satin. I think it looks good with the satin blade. But since I purchased the purple to support the cause, I figure I ought to try it out, right? See if I like it. It might be something that really grows on me. I can tell you, I do not have another knife that looks like that. But that is the Growler version 2. Carbon fiber, satin blade, and the purple anode hardware kit. It also came with extra, like you saw, I used the extra pivot instead of going back to my stainless pivot, which I still think might look better in there. But I'd have to kind of mix up. I'll have to think about it. Who knows? Great knife, guys. I'm loving it. Can't wait for the review. Can't wait to share it to you guys. Remember, Skiff Workshops, Skiff Bearings. Google them. Check out the link that I'll put in the description. If you go over there, you can get these bearings. I'll list the type of bearings that I use, the size. But yeah, use Javon10 at checkout, and you can save yourself 10%. I've been buying Skiffs for years. I still got a drawer full of them. Absolutely love them. It's just a matter of finding the right knife for them. And now with the compatibility chart, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward, love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. And if you're on Instagram, feel free to give me a follow at jevans_knife_addict_life. If not, all good. I love each and every one of you. Have a great week. Peace.